Spartans! What is your profession?
Yes, people, another edition of Knightz and the Roundtable Discussions where we discuss all sports all the time. Got my guys, The Truth and Mr. KA with me. How are we doing, people?
All good, man.
Yeah, it's all good over here, man. How are you?
You know how I am. Listen, don't antagonize me already.
Yeah. A simple how are you, we're in for one tonight, man.
People, before we start, as usual, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Get the likes up, get the subscriptions up, and all that good stuff. As you know, our weekly show, the Prem review / preview show, we got lots to get into. Something different today because I'm not starting. So I'm going to pass over to The Truth and Mr. KA as they try to annoy and get me angry as much as they can in as short time as possible. But over to you guys.
As you see, TJ's got his Ole out consistently in the background trying to support the movement. I'm not all for that. Obviously, I think Ole's done a great job.
You wouldn't be all for it because you support Arsenal.
I'm not all for that, I support the man that's got United up there. Just to start, I'm going to let you just talk about the game yesterday. For all other neutral fans or any other fans, it was a horrid game to watch.
Boring, man. United.
Yeah, it's become boring. You know those days of attack. Oh, man. They feel years away. I just want to get your thoughts on the game yesterday.
I was messaging you lot, bro. I was messaging you lot in the group.
For the public that don't know, from a Man United point of view, how that game was.
I've got nothing to say on it, bro. It was the most boring game of football. Like, I watched that first half, yeah. What was the highlight? I think the highlight was Knightz' deflected shot and the keeper saved it, but that was our only shot on target in the whole game. In the second half, I couldn't tell you what was going on. I was messaging you lot. That's how boring the game was. It was terrible. We were playing a Crystal Palace side that had a 65-year-old Gary Cahill and a midfielder, a makeshift centre-back, actual midfielder, and Kouyaté at centre-back, Joe Ward, who's like 76 years old, and Wilfred Zaha wasn't even playing. And it came out 0-0. I'm not a dickhead, innit? Like this, bruv, it's ridiculous. One shot on target.
Only 0-0. I actually thought Palace had the better chances, to be honest.
Bruv, Eze was pissing all over that team.
Eze, he was having a party, mate.
Eze was like he was in FIFA Street, bruv. You know that one's there where you go down to on the grass to the man and you start playing football and you're better than everyone else. That's what Eze was doing yesterday, bruv, pissing all over this team. It's embarrassing. It was. It's actually embarrassing. But as we know, it's Pogba's fault. It's Martial's fault. They're toxic. We haven't got a striker. Pogba's not needed. We need to sell him. So we get what we deserve. The main man, Pogba's not there. Since Pogba's got injured, we haven't performed. Mm-hmm. And it's Tony's fault that we're not scoring goals. But their hero, George of the Jungle, was playing up front, and I didn't see him. Greenwood's played up front in the last game. Didn't see him. So I thought it was the striker's fault, when in actual fact, it's the fact that we've got no creativity. Mm-hmm. But yeah, in terms of that game, bruv, dog shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Even and the game before it as well, dog shit as well. The Chelsea game.
I want to get your thoughts on a stat. United's last 10 games. Something I've always been consistent with in the channel. When you are playing counter-attacking football for the entirety of your season, it is not sustainable. I've always said that. I don't believe that football is sustained. I don't think chasing the ball giving up 65% possession is sustainable throughout a whole season playing counter-attacking football. So the stat I see is that since the turn of the year, United have 3 wins out of 10 games. Some of those results, just to go over them, obviously yesterday, 0-0 at Palace, 0-0 at Chelsea, 1-1 with West Brom, 3-3 with Everton, 2-1 against Sheffield United, early in January, 0-0 against Liverpool.
Liverpool side that lost 4 in a row, and I think they lost 3 at home in a row. But we drew. We went there and drew 0-0.
I just want to get your thoughts on what has happened since you guys went top of the league against Burnley.
Ollie is a bottle job. Ollie is a bottle job, right? And what have I been saying consistently, and other channels have been saying? Freestyle football can't work throughout the whole season.
Surely though, he got you guys to the top of the league. Isn't it a bit harsh to say it's a bottle job?
Well, the guy's been a bottle job his whole career. Like, his whole managerial career has been a bottle job. Like,
what do you mean? He's the great savior of the Champions League final.
Hey, listen. He is a cult hero, not a legend in my eyes. I've said it before and I'll say it again. He's a cult hero for what he did in 99. It will always be respected. But as a manager, he's a bottle job. Anytime it comes to a point where we need a victory because we're being put under pressure, he bottles it, right? Same thing happened last season. Anytime Chelsea drop points, we never, ever, apart from on the final day of the season, made something of it. Apart from when we beat them at Stamford Bridge. So those were the only 2 times. But anytime Ollie's put under pressure, prime example, this season in the Champions League, one win from 2 games, what happened? We lost both of them. Right, to go through, and we lost in Istanbul as well, right? Since went top of the league, bottled it. When City went top, I think we lost to Sheffield United, right? Bottled it. FA Cup semi-final, any semi-final that we've been in, League Cups, FA Cup, bottled it. He's a bottle job. He's a bottle job in life.
But what is he actually bottling in terms of what is he doing that has been the cause of these poor results in terms of bottling? Because there's no say bottle, but what exactly is he doing?
First and foremost, he's sending the players out there to do whatever it is that they do. There's no tactics, there's no system, there's no style of play. There's nothing that you can pinpoint with Ollie that would say, all right, cool, he's trying to do something apart from counter-attacking, as you've highlighted. The second thing, substitutions. Prime example, last night, 74th minute, he makes his first substitution. Mayonnaise comes on for Fred, like for like. 76th minute.
That's by the way. For the people that don't know.
76th minute. Cavani comes off. Dan James comes on, right? So what? So is he going for it?
Okay. In this case, I'll allow that. I believe that. For example, let me give people an example for this because I'm not for Ole as a coach. I think his coaching is poor, but I also don't want him seeing get sacked because as long as he's there. As long as he's there, United won't win the trophy. But just for example, we saw you under Ferguson twice. He brought through what's his name? What's that flop? What's his name?
Makeda.
Okay, yeah.
You know, United needed a goal. What does Alex Ferguson do? Chucking a guy no one's ever heard of.
Aston Villa game.
The Aston Villa game when Did
you get 2 goals? No. Makeda was Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa
4-3. And as Chelsea go up 1-0. Carry on.
Yeah, and I think did he bring through Januzaj that season? Was Januzaj the
Januzaj was Moyes. I think Moyes was Januzaj.
Yeah,
Moyes was Januzaj.
Okay. Yeah. So just an example for that, Makeda thing. You're drawing a game, you need a goal. You just need a goal. You throw on Dan James. We know Dan James has pace and he can't get behind a deep back line. Like what's the point of throwing him on? And then you see McTominay coming on the bench. You've been talking up this young guy. You know, you've been talking him up. Was it
Amad
Shaw?
Diallo.
Not Diallo. The
Shortire.
other one.
And
Yeah,
Shortire.
Shortire. Yeah, so Shortire, you've been talking him up. He's probably rearing to go, wants to come on the pitch, you know, score a goal, bang. Diallo, everyone's been raving about him. He's been destroying the under-23s. Take a chance. Take a chance. What are you bringing on those two players to do? Just take a chance. You got nothing to lose. A 0-0 is as bad as losing.
At this stage of the season, when City's so far ahead, of course,
against Palace as well.
Exactly, against Palace, you know,
with no Zaha,
with no Zaha. So I will agree with you there. I think that's a point that, you know, is lost. But apart from that, you know, I want to talk. Do you believe it's tired legs? And how much do you guys have left in the tank?
The tired legs thing, is an excuse for me, because the reason why I say that, and Ollie's used it, how can you be saying tired legs when on average your first substitution is usually in the 75th minute? How can you be calling tired legs when we were 4-0 up in the Europa League game, 4 away goals in the Europa League, and in the home game, Bruno starts? Bruno started, like, when you could have blatantly played the youngers. We're 4-0 up with 4 away goals. What, you expected Sociedad to score 5 away goals at Old Trafford? Not even you can be that bad as a manager to do that. So if there is tired legs, Ollie's got no one to blame but himself for burning up. Bro, we saw in League Cup games Harry Maguire starting for no reason. Why does he need to start? Why? It don't make no sense, bro. These are the things. So if we're talking about tired legs specifically, if there is any, which I don't think so, right? I just think the team's the culture isn't good enough. Then Ollie's gonna have to take blame for that as well. Because I don't think we've played more games than everyone else in the Premier, all the big clubs that are in all the competitions. I don't think we played any more than them. So using tired legs is not an excuse for me.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Plus, sorry, before you our injuries have only happened now, right? Our injuries only come in the past like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah.
All that time from September to January, basically all our players were fit. So tired legs can't be an excuse, because you should have been rotating because we had everybody.
I just want to bring your eyes to another stat, actually. Want to discuss something. Obviously, you guys go to City on Sunday. United are unbeaten in 21 away matches. But in terms of games against the Big Six, United have played 7 games, won 0, drawn 5, 0-0. All of those were 0-0s, and lost 2 with a -6 goal difference. The only goal, in fact, they haven't scored a goal from open play against the Big Six. Stretching back to last season,
game, isn't it? Was it the Spurs?
Penalty, yeah.
So even stretching back to the end of last season, when you guys drew 1-1 with Spurs, I think you guys scored a penalty in that game as well. Bruno Fernandes. You guys haven't scored a goal from open play against the Big Six in like 8 matches. I want to get your thoughts on that. I think that's shocking for a team like United. Like, even Arsenal in our worst seasons, we got a win somewhere, and we scored goals
against us. And this is my point, right, bro? In the Bible, the 10 Commandments says, "Thou shalt not steal," bruv. This man has been stealing a living. Right? For how many years, bro? Stealing a living, bro. He's going to hell for this. Blasphemy, bro. He's going to hell for it. I'm telling you this now. You know what I mean? Bro, look at that Big Six stat. Bro, even David Moyes, who we cuss, has won big games against big teams. Jose, as much as we crucified him, won games. Right? LVG, who everyone said boring football, had won games. This man, right, against the Big Six, Shocking. And why?
Mhm.
Because it's high leverage. It's them pressure games. So Ollie's
Yeah.
going in it. Instead of, he talks about the United DNA, right? The United DNA is to go into these games, right? Especially at home and win. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying at all costs to win. Away, yeah, Fergie was a little bit more conservative, but he still
Yeah.
wanted to win those games. This guy's
Yeah.
going in there not to lose, right? And we see when he does that, we either get boring 0-0 draws like we've seen, or he goes and gets mashed up like Spurs did to us in that 6-1. And the same thing's coming against City on Sunday as well. Like, it's a horrible stat. It's a ridiculous stat. But because we're sitting in second, these dumb Ollie in people will say, oh, but we're second. But when Jose did it, it was a big issue. Bullshit, bruv.
What is the fix? What is the apart from Ollie out? What is the fix? Because let's say best case scenario, United finish second. Whether they win a trophy or not I think is inconsequential. I think as long as United finish in that top four, Ole won't get sacked. What is the fix in terms of signing wise, in terms of personnel? What do you guys do?
We could sign R9 in his prime. We could sign CR7. We could get a time machine and get Messi back to what he was at Barcelona all them years ago. Nothing is going to fix it as long as this man is in charge. Yes, if you go out for the dumb United fans that say, oh, he wasn't back to the transfer window. Yes, if you go and sign Haaland. Yes, if you go and sign Jadon Sancho, it's going to make the team better. So yes, they may perform a little bit better. Will they challenge for the title and the big honours? Of course they won't. Not as long as he's in charge, because in them high leverage games, in them big games, he's going to revert back to type because he's a coward, right? And he's going to play for them 0-0 draws, or he's going to get battered. Or we get one shot in the blue moon where it's a hit and hope and we go and beat somebody. But if signing wise, yeah, we need a right winger, 100% we do. Do we need a centre forward? We need a centre forward to replace Georgia Jungle, because the guy's 34 years old. Do we need a striker to replace Martial and Greenwood? No, but Greenwood's coming up through the ranks and Tony needs a proper manager. When Tony gets a proper manager, then we'll see Tony for what he really is. And the facts are, no matter, as I said, no matter who you sign, it's not going to change. But in terms of signings, a right winger, a centre forward, a centre back, and a DM is needed for there to be no more excuses for Ole. Not to challenge, because we won't with him, but for there to be no more excuses.
Would a trophy, FA Cup or Europa League kind of keep you at bay?
No.
If you was
because we shouldn't be in the Europa League in the first place.
So even an FA Cup win wouldn't allow you to say, give me one more.
No. Why would it? Why would it? Like, look.
Because
hold on. But I know for a fact, if Ole finishes in the top four and wins a trophy, he's not getting sacked. I know that I can't do. But does it do something for me? No, because I'm sick of I'm tired of the boring football, us not being taken serious. Imagine we're in second place, and fans of teams below us are still bantering us, and we're second. That just goes to show you everything, bro. Sorry, carry on.
Now, the reason I asked is just because there isn't an obvious person that's going to come in and change. I know you may say anyone can come in and do a better job than Ole. Maybe so.
You can come in and do a better job.
I don't know about that.
Definitely I could, Kojo. Definitely I could. But, I just want to say, because there's no obvious choice that's going to come in. And if someone comes in, it's going to be another rebuild. It's going to be, I think Ole's got you to a decent spot now, which is unexpected. I think you guys are at least 1 year ahead of your rebuild. So if someone were to come in the summer, I just think it would just put you guys back.
I don't think so. I think we've got all the tools. The squad that we've got right now should at least be top four. top four, top three, not top four, top three, right? We should have, on paper, been battling with Chelsea for third place behind Liverpool and City, but obviously pandemic year, all the injuries, blah 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 blah.
But
Right.
you are in a way. You're top four right now. You're battling Chelsea for that third spot, I believe. Because I think Leicester are going to fall away. So that's where you guys are right now.
This is coming from the same person that said that Arsenal can still catch Manchester United in the league, bruv. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. So yes, on paper right now, you can say we are doing that, but that's what this squad should be doing. Yeah. What I'm saying is, you bring in, so if you bring in a new manager, I don't see
someone else.
If you bring in someone new, they should elevate that to the next level. So they bring one or two of their guys, get rid of one or two of these guys, and they should take it. So then we should be pushing in that bracket with Liverpool and City. Like you said, there's no obvious choice, and there really isn't. But the one person that I would take right now, who's at a club who just won earlier today 1-0, is Don Carlo, bruv. I take Don Carlo all day.
Really?
Long. And the reason why I say that is that even though people are saying he's old, right, man is still working miracles with the Everton side. So that says to me, right, that he still knows what he's doing, and they're not playing boring football either. Right, so I definitely take Don Carlo. And if you want to go, if you want to go down a young route, then you're looking at the Nagelsmann, you're looking at the Ten Hag. What's the other one? There's another one as well. Can't remember his name.
I know there's the one at Monaco. I forgot his name.
The one at Monaco, yeah. So if you want to go down the young route, then would I take Nagelsmann? Yeah, because he'll probably get more time in terms of the fact that he's young. So he's got time on his side, whereas Don Carlo is kind of come in and do a job now. So we can go down the experienced route, Ancelotti, or we can go down the young route, Nagelsmann. I'd say those are the two candidates when Ole gets sacked to see what happens, purely because if you go to Don Carlo and say United want you, he's going to leave Everton, bruv, project or not. And Nagelsmann, the same thing. Yeah. Anything's better than Schmiegel, bruv. Anything's better than the Norwegian Mr. Bean, bruv.
Oh no. No. Oh no.
Just for me to finish up. Before I hand over to KA in case he wants anything to add. Flashpoint yesterday. I called it a joke. I called it this is my joke. I said, what did the overrated piece of crap say to the other overrated piece of crap? And it came out. So there was a flashpoint where I don't know who played the ball, but Maguire got into it with Rashford. And shockingly for me, because I didn't think Rashford was that type of player, he had some choice words. And there's no fans in the stadium to hear you to cancel out what you said, but the words were quite clear. It was F off. I think he called him a knobhead or something. And that is Rashford talking to your captain. I just want to get your thoughts, or if you saw it, or anything about it.
Fam, I would have said the same thing as well to that fridge on toes, bruv. Who are you to try and tell me anything? Man's trying to, don't be wrong, Rashford was born offside, yeah? But who are you to try and tell me anything after your shit, bruv? Like, I wouldn't have it at all. Imagine the guy is so shit, yeah, and he's your club captain. You don't respect him from the get-go. That man's trying to tell you to do things on the pitch. Piss off, bruv. I would have told him the same thing. But obviously it looks bad because at the end of the day, Maguire is the club captain, right? And you shouldn't be seen to be talking to your club captain like that, right? Because do you think Rashford would have done that to Roy Keane or Gary Neville? No chance. No chance in hell. But the other thing is, it just goes to show that man don't respect Harry Maguire. Bruv, man don't respect him, bruv. Man's busting case here, there, and everywhere. Why am I respecting this brother that's going around doing what he's doing and he's shit as well, bruv? Can I tell you this now? If that was Paul Pogba, Rashford would have never done that. He would have never done it. Because Pogba would have banged him in his face. But Rashford's got so much of respect for Pogba that he would have never spoken to Pogba like that. I don't know if the same goes for Bruno, but I don't think Bruno would have got that reaction either. because you know Bruno already, bruv. Like he's just on this renegade thing.
We heard that happen at Tottenham though. We heard there were certain words that were.
Oh yeah, but that was Bruno saying it to someone else. That was Bruno saying it to someone else. You know what I mean? But in terms of that, kids, don't talk to your captains like that, because that's not what should not happen. And Ole being Ole, yeah, because he's friends with all these men. Rashford probably didn't even get a talking to, bruv. He just
that's the thing. Things have a chance now of like imploding, and you don't. I don't think United could afford an implosion right now at this point in time. So yeah, we'll see how that kind of gets sorted out. KA, you have anything to add?
No, you've said most of what I would have said about Ole and about the game. United's just been on dire form, and it's just been masked with a few good wins here and there and a few good performances from Penado. Fernandez, sorry. Gosh, I think they'll hold on to top 3. I don't know. Probably, I think even get second. I don't know. We have to see how Chelsea does, because they've got a good run coming up, Chelsea, actually, so they can nick it, even though I just said United could get second, but I don't know.
Listen. At the end of the day,
I feel like I shake my head.
At the end of the day, yeah, I see it as this man, and as I think I said it in the group, I said this man being second, just goes to show how bad the league has been and how much the pandemic has affected this league. Because you should never be there. It's fraudulent activity with it under this man. What's happened, and he's gotten lucky because moments have gotten this team to win games. We've seen them from Bruno, Pogba, Rashford. Like we've seen this moments FC is what we're being called. Individual brilliance FC is what you call this team. And the magic always runs out. The magic always runs out with him, and it can't continue. I said it before and I said it again. If he finishes third with no trophy, he has to go. He has to go, because that's not an improvement. That's not an improvement, bro. How is it that we're looking at progress, right? And say we do finish second. Just say we do. We won't, but say we do.
Yeah.
How is it we're going to finish second? That's progress. But then we're still going to be looking behind us at Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester. We're still going to be afraid of what's behind us rather than looking in front of us to City. That's not progress, bro. Don't make no sense. It doesn't make any sense. And on my final points, right, for this fucker, right, I found that interesting stat because people like bringing up the fact that Ollie won trophies with Mulder, right?
Yeah.
And I found it interesting. Where's my stat? Yeah. So obviously, Ollie's been managing since 2008. He took over the United reserves, right?
Yeah.
Then he went to Mulder and he won in the 10-11, he won it, and then he did the double in 11-12. Yep. Since then, he took over at Cardiff.
Yeah.
When they were a point above relegation and finished bottom. Right. He lost 12, won 3, drew 3. Right. Went back to Mulder, didn't win the league. Finished second in consecutive seasons. Right. If he doesn't win a trophy this season, that'll be 9 years in his managerial career that Ole would not have won a trophy.
Wait, hold on. He took over Cardiff when?
2014.
And then he went back to Mulder for how long?
I think he did 2 seasons at Mulder, and then he did half a season before we took him on caretaker.
And he hadn't won.
He hasn't won anything because when he went back there, he didn't win the league. Okay. So this year will make 9 years since this man would not have won a trophy, and this is the manager of Manchester United Football Club. How ridiculous! How ridiculous is that?
I think at the moment there's loads of points against him. As I said, as an Arsenal fan, me and Kay share the same sentiment. We want Ole in as for the long haul. We want him in for the long haul. But I honestly, if as a United fan, the football, even from a neutral, has been poor. And you know what it is?
Terrible.
I know it is. I know you said just final point. But Gary Neville is as much to blame as anyone for a lot of the...
A lot of them pundits, a lot of his friends,
Gary Neville has been pushing a narrative for a long time about United, which just isn't true. The reason I say that is that, yes, United are second, but they have been woeful for the majority of games that I've seen them play this season, for the talent that they have. When you look at the games against Brighton, the West Brom games, the Newcastle games,
Sheffield
United, you know, all the big six games, just look back and thinking, how are they second? And then we touch on that when we come to the big four. Just finally, where is Donny van der Beek?
Fam, listen, free my guy Donny, bruv. Free Donny, bruv. It's Maguire that should be in pen, fam, not Donny, bruv. Like, free Donny. Like, man's got ex-coaches coming out and saying that the Man United players haven't got the IQ they don't have the IQ to play with this guy. Ole hasn't got the IQ to play with this guy, bruv. Ole is that guy, yeah, bruv. He failed all of his exams in high school, bruv. He hasn't got the mental capacity to do these things. Like, Donny is there. Like, obviously, don't ask me how he got injured. Someone send something on the postcard and tell me how he's injured when you don't play. There was an interesting stat that I heard. Listen to this, guys.
Yeah.
Imagine Virgil van Dijk has played more minutes than Donny van der Beek.
That is,
and man's been injured, fam.
Is that true?
It's true.
This season.
It's true. This season. That's how much of a violation this man is putting on Donny.
The joke is, Donny's the answer to United's problem. Someone that can keep the ball.
Ball retention. We said it ages ago in previous podcasts. In them games at home when we're playing the smaller teams, there's no reason why you can't play Pogba, Donny, and Bruno all in the same team. There's no reason, because you're going to keep the ball for most of the game anyway.
Yeah.
Don't make no sense. But, bruv, Donny's going to outlive Ole, bruv. He's going to outlive Ole, I'm telling you.
I hope not, because we're crying out for...
No. Go away.
We're crying out for someone to replace Xhaka. We will happily give you Xhaka. You know?
Ole will take someone like Xhaka, you know. Ole will take someone like Xhaka, bruv. As I said, Ole is going to live and die by his favourites, bruv. Don't you see, since Pogba's gone, bruv, we're not seeing nothing from Rashford, nothing from Bruno. What did I say, fam, last week about the big games? Everyone's talking about Penandes, the blasphemy of comparing him to Eric Cantona, bruv. The absolute goal, the disrespect to compare that man to King Cantona, bruv. Are you dumb? Well, fucking dickheads, bruv. Allow your foolishness. Oh, he's the new Cantona reincarnated. Cantona bought us, 3 or 4 Premier League titles? Bruv, Bruno can't even turn up in a Big Six game.
He's got a chance to prove it to us on Sunday.
One more point, bruv. Before, I know you want to carry on, bro. Hold on, but I just wanted to say this. It's an important point.
Go.
Our next 5 fixtures before the international break.
Go on.
City away.
Okay.
AC Milan at home. West Ham at home. AC away.
Yeah.
Leicester away. We could be out of everything by the end of March. Under this man.
The West Ham. Wait, which one? Do you guys have an FA Cup game?
Leicester's the FA Cup game away.
Oh, Leicester FA Cup.
You'll beat Leicester. Come on, like Leicester's form and team right now.
Yeah. You never know. United's form and team right now. You never know.
Should
we list their injuries right now?
No.
Listen. Even Vardy could be injured, and there's no guarantee that Ole can get his players to win this game.
Vardy is injured. He's recovering from hernia surgery.
Yeah, he doesn't look very good. But bro, as I said, we're already out of the Premier League. We could be out of the Europa League and out of the FA Cup by March. And then what are we playing for? Nothing, right? And then you'll still have the Ole sexuals saying that he needs time and the board didn't back him. Foolishness, bro. The guy's a fraud. He needs to be arrested for this fraudulent activity, and I don't care. He needs to burn in hell as far as I'm concerned, bruv. Stealing a living, bruv. I don't care. It's personal. He's made it personal, bruv. He's made it personal.
There we go, guys. I think that's a very good coverage. I think we covered as much angles as we can. I try to support my fellow coach, Ole. It's kind of difficult because, you know, wrong is wrong. If I catch you stealing, then you gotta go jail. But as I said, as an Arsenal fan, I'm gonna have my banner.
Ollie's moving like Aladdin right now, bro. They can't catch him. Prince of Thieves, bruv. That's what he's doing right now.
Oh man, so that is it. You're gonna get into discuss the top four.
Hi guys. So I'm back, Mr. Neutral. We are going to talk about the top four race. Yes. Obviously, as we know, United are in second place. We've got Leicester in 1 point behind them in third. Then, if the match stays how it is right now, we've got the Chelsea-Liverpool game going on as we go. If Chelsea do win that game, they move up into fourth. Everton currently occupies that after their 1-0 victory over West Brom. Then you got West Ham. And you've got Liverpool. Spurs won earlier. So between Spurs in 8th and United in 2nd, there is 9 points.
9 points. And Spurs have a game in hand.
And Spurs have a game in hand. Not to mention Villa has 2 games in hand as well. So it's all mad right now. Truth. Who's going to finish in that top 4?
Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. I wouldn't be surprised if Leeds suddenly going around and end up in the top 4. I personally said that counter-attacking football is not sustainable for a Premier League season. And it's no coincidence that United, Leicester, to an extent Tottenham, are on, you wouldn't say the best of form. I know Tottenham won the last 2 games, but they weren't great today against Fulham at all. Fulham probably should have got a point for that game. I thought they would have better.
Yeah, I heard it was a robbery still.
Yeah. West Ham, I expect to fall away because I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't know what they're doing up there, but they're up there. And Everton are just unconvincing. The only team for me, shockingly enough, I would say guaranteed right now is Chelsea, based on the form Tuchel has them on. I'm still not even fully convinced about Tuchel, but if I was to pick a team out of there that's definitely going to be behind City, it would be Chelsea for now. Apart from that, it's a free-for-all everywhere else. United have the points advantage, but the way their form is going, I wouldn't be surprised if they drop out. But I think when Paul Pogba comes back, there will be a much better side, and they should just about keep in the top 4. If I have to put my house on the last place, I'd probably just say Liverpool. Just for the sake of it. But even I'm not convinced about them. So, yeah. That's
I hear that. Mr. K.A., Leicester are in the driving seat in terms of being in 3rd place. But why is it that people are still unconvinced that they can finish they will finish outside of the top 4, considering that they've, in the last seasons, they've won a Premier League, they've played in the Champions League. Why is it that people are still doubting the fact that Leicester can finish in the top 4 this season?
I think people are still doubting that they can't finish in the top 4 because of there's still some of the residuals effects from last season that people are kind of doubting them. Like we all saw their demise in last season, and people have questioned in the past Brendan Rodgers is kind of like nous for winning the league, getting the job done, winning the league, basically putting in that top elite management level performance in terms of leading the team to the title or to even a convincing finish, like I said, getting the job done. So I think people are already questioning their mentality for the second half of their season that they had. And this second half, even though they've been playing really well, the second half of their season has been a little bit hit and miss.
Up and down. Yeah,
it has been a little bit hit and miss. Even though, but I think when they've hit, it's been such convincing performances that it's kind of not looked as bad as last season's performances.
Yeah.
So but they're still there. There's still those underlying signs that still shows okay, their mentality is not quite there yet. And
Injuries.
And that's what I was about to say. And now the injuries that are now happening, it's kind of like just expose their kind of. They've got a thin squad. They don't use too many players. So now they now they're without Evans. They're without Barnes. They just got Vardy back, but he just had surgeries and he's playing 90 minutes. He's played a lot of games. Like he's been out for a few weeks and he's already played a lot of games. So they were able to manage their defensive injuries because they had good young defenders coming up and they were quite solid. They were able to do a job, but their attacking ones, they're too thin up front. Iniacho, Perez, they're just not good enough compared to Barnes, Maddison, Vardy. They're just not good enough. When you bring in, when you're relying on guys like Albrighton, you're relying on guys like just the name Albrighton sounds like you should be playing for West Brom. Like when you're relying on guys like that to come on and change the game, then it's difficult. It's difficult because so that's why I think people are doubting Leicester and the way they're performing. Maybe they doubt themselves. Maybe that now they're like, oh gosh, we've like managed to survive, keep our head above water all this time, but maybe they think we haven't got enough because they're being forced to play Pereira right midfield right now. Last game they played Ndidi and was it? Did they play Mendy as well?
Sonchu, centre back.
Yeah, so it's just like I don't know. I'm just shaking my head because I don't have much hope for them, even though I would like them to actually do well.
Yeah.
Because they had that fairy tale season and then they managed to kind of keep themselves around the top four where everyone thought it was just a one-off. They'll fall back to mid-table. But they've been up there. So I'm like, okay, I want them to still do well now. But
no, I hear that. And like the injuries may be detrimental to what happens to Leicester. To coincide with the mentality thing. It's one thing to be trying to go for top four, knowing that obviously you got United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, like challenging, but it's another thing to try and do that when half your starting 11's out. It's a bit crazy. Truth,
2-star guys as well. That was a haymaker.
Truth, what? I am actually interested in this response. Why can't Spurs make the top four?
Come on, you know why Spurs can't make the top four. Two words. Jose Mourinho.
Trophy Mourinho. But hold on. He's won anywhere he's been. It seems like Spurs are starting to win again. They've got the ball rolling. If they win their game in hand, they would actually go into 6. And obviously beating you lot in the North London derby could propel them on next week, which is going to be brilliant. It's going to be a special, guys, so make sure you tune in for that. Could propel them to better things. And Gareth Bale looks like he's found some form. So if Maureen can get them firing, why couldn't they propel themselves up the league if we're saying that West Ham, Leicester are going to drop out?
Because, as I said, Jose Mourinho. Today's game, so when you think they've turned the corner, you look, they're one-off games. I don't see Bale, about his form changing. He scored goals against freaking doo-doo pellets. No one knows who the frick they are. He scored 4 against Burnley. Burnley weren't even looking at that game to try win. They were playing attacking football. They're not bothered about that. This game, which was more serious for them, Fulham were coming out, really going at a change Fulham side that's in good form. I know they got the win, but trust me, they were lucky. Fulham got a goal disallowed for handball, unfortunately. The guy didn't know anything about it. With handball, those goals get disallowed. Bale was virtually anonymous. Son was their best player. Harry Kane, hit and miss. So it's still the same Spurs side. If they sacrifice the Europa League for the Premier League, then they have a shot. I don't know what I don't know about the League Cup. I don't know if if they win that, it might propel them. It might give them a mental edge, give them confidence, let them propel up the table. If they lose, then boy, Mourinho's probably going to be sacked in the summer. So you just don't know with Spurs. You just don't know with Spurs and their football. For the same reasons you're Ole out, the football is dire at Spurs. Just ask expression. The football is dire.
Oh, he's celebrating right now, Joe.
So look, I can see us still finishing on top of Spurs. So,
oh my days, bro.
So yeah, I don't think Spurs are a real threat as of yet. That could change, but as of right now, no.
No, I hear you make valid points, but you never know with Jose. He could grind it out and try and make a late surge for the top 4 spot. Mr. KA, just on the final one. Liverpool, obviously they're currently losing right now. But their form's so up and down. Especially, I mean, Yotta's on the bench, apparently he's back, but Virgil's still a bit away from coming back. Obviously, their guy Hendo Nino is out. is out as well.
Nino.
That's what they call him, Hendo Nino.
Oh my days.
That friggin' donkey, bruv. He's a camel, bruv. But with the inconsistencies at Liverpool at the moment, can they even be said that they will make top 4 above any of these other teams at the moment? You're muted.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
You're muted.
My bad, yo. My bad, people. I didn't realize. But as I was saying, as I said, you didn't even hear me. But if they are to win top 4, to get into the top 4, they have to do it over their next. They got a small window of fixtures coming up that they have to win, because if they don't beat Fulham next season, and I'm saying that if, like, we're talking about Liverpool here, can you imagine?
Fulham are no mugs right now, boy.
That's it. Fulham they're defending really well at the moment. They're playing well as a team.
Yeah.
But Liverpool, they've got Fulham, they've got Wolves. They got the next fixtures: Fulham, Leipzig, Wolves, Arsenal, Villa, Leeds, Newcastle, Man United. So their last 3 games, 4 games: Southampton, West Brom, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. But they need to get through this next section. That's going to be really tough for them, and this is going to make or break their season. Because you could argue Fulham, Wolves should all be easy games, but the way Leeds are playing, Liverpool are playing, because I saw the fixture, Leeds, Liverpool.
Yeah.
The way that Leeds, Wolves, and Fulham are all playing, and I even say Wolves because they're not as bad as they were a couple of months ago.
True. They picked up.
If Liverpool can get through this, then they could possibly sneak top 4 with the final few fixtures that they have left with West Brom, Crystal Palace, Burnley, and Southampton. But it's going to be a test for them the way they're playing right now. Salah, he's lost his form. Mane, I don't know what's happened to Mane.
Mane's missing, bro.
Yeah, but he's missing like his hairline right now, man. But Mane, I don't know what's happened to Mane.
Man said he's gone with his hairline.
Firmino, he's a system player, and the system's not working at the moment. It's been broke all season. So he's not doing anything right now. As you said, TJ, Hendo Nino, whatever his name is. And do you know what? Why do the British do this? You never hear any foreign team going, my star Brazilian is the next Henderson, bro.
My star Ronaldo.
Or my star French player is like the next Arnold, bro. I don't know why the English do it.
Well, listen, because they know, that these foreign players are so much better than these frigging basic English players, bruv. That's why. Like, you'll never hear a foreign player be like, "Oh, there's my guy in Booney, bruv. In Booney, bruv. In Booney, bruv. They're never gonna do that because, bruv, it's just these guys, bruv. They like to make basic footballers better than what they are, bruv.
Just to think up. So then, KA, what would be your top four?
What would be my top four?
Yeah.
I think
Right now,
if
if it was to like finish in the next few, then like who would you say would get top four?
I think it would be as it is right now. I think Leicester
Gonna survive.
fourth. I think they can hold on to fourth.
You're mad.
I feel.
You're
I
mad.
feel because Madison will be back within the month, and they're gonna get some. They will get a few defenders back. I don't know how long Evans is out for, but
things out for the season. Justin's out for the season. Fofana, he doesn't have a day. Actually,
I think Fofana was on the bench last game.
Was he on the bench?
I think he was on the bench for Leicester. I haven't got it in front of me to check.
Yeah, but Barnes is out for a while as well.
Barnes out for 6 weeks.
Minimum 6 weeks. But they can cover Barnes with Albright Tendinho. They can cover Barnes with Albright and Perez. If Maddison comes back soon, I think.
So you think it'd be as it is?
I think Leicester. I think Chelsea could sneak second.
Yeah.
I think it's between Chelsea and Man United for the second and first one. I think Leicester could hold on because Everton, again, they're another team. They're a Jekyll and Hyde team. There's too many Jekyll and Hyde teams. West Ham.
Yeah, right now.
They don't. West Ham don't have the fortitude to actually really push for top four.
Yeah.
West Ham are they're really just performing at their level. It's that everyone else is doing. Look, they're ahead of Liverpool, Tottenham, and Arsenal. Like I know Arsenal are doing bad at the moment, but really, come on, like West Ham. Go on.
No, I was going to ask TJ, what's yours?
You don't know what I want to say in it.
No. Realistically, I know you're all it out, but realistically, in fact, let's just say Man City. Let's say Man City United. Who is
no.
Who's the other two?
No.
Who's the other two?
You know United could be outside of that top four, bruv. You know that already.
Other two?
Realistically, yeah. Chelsea second.
This guy's gonna put Man United above the relegation.
Chelsea second, yeah.
Yeah.
Everton third, Liverpool fourth.
No,
really?
Yeah.
Come on. You were saying the other week.
West Ham sixth, Villa seventh, Arsenal eighth, United ninth, bruv.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, you were saying the other week Leicester were going to finish second, though.
Nah, realistically,
yeah,
I'd say Chelsea second.
Yeah.
United third, and I'm gonna go Everton fourth. I think Liverpool just got too many inconsistencies. I'm gonna go Everton fourth.
It's not a bad shot. As I said, I think the fourth is a free for all. I think it could be anyone who wants to put a run of form together. But all of those teams, as KA said, are just Jekyll and Hyde.
No, it's true, 100%. But we shall watch this space and see what happens as the games unfold. For most teams, 11 games left in the league. Some got 12, 13, depending on whether they got games in hands or not. So we'll see how the Premier League unfolds in the upcoming weeks. Truth time, predictions time. Oh my days! I can't even remember what happened last week. I'm not even gonna lie.
Neither can I.
So again, your boy, the Truth. As I said, support me, guys. I'm the man when it comes to my football. I know my football. I had another victory this week over TJ because TJ, he nearly had me. He nearly had me go for a Chelsea win, but I stuck to my guns. I said 0-0 because that's what Chelsea and United do. Ball draws. So it was a 0-0, and that's what got me over the edge. Oh yeah, and also I predicted Arsenal to win. Arsenal to beat Leicester, which I got correct. So yeah, that's what pushed me for my third win this season. So let's see if KA or TJ can beat me this week. I doubt it, but let's see what could happen.
It's a fix, bro.
By the way, that's my third win. Third win, guys. So we're gonna start Wait, what? Let me go to the table. Premier League fixtures. Okay. First game is Saturday. We are facing Burnley away. Give K for this one.
I say I'm going to be positive here. 3-1 Arsenal. No, I'm going 3-0. 3-0.
3-0.
3-0, yeah.
Okay.
3-0 Arsenal.
Fair enough. TJ?
2-1. Burnley.
Oh my god, this guy.
You going for 2-1 Burnley?
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something in the water. My spidey senses are tingling, bro, about that one. I think Burnley are going to come out with the result.
Without no Barnes, I don't know if Woods is back for them. They got
Woods played midweek.
Did he?
Yeah.
I think Wood is back.
Okay. So you're going 2-1 Burnley? Interesting. I'm going to go 3-1. I think our defense is stupid still. Always giving away 3 goals. But I think we should have enough. We didn't play midweek. We should be much more fresh.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, what lineup do you think we're going to play?
Exactly, yeah. I don't know what Arteta's going to do because he's fully committed to the league, which I didn't want at this stage of the season. So, let's see what's going to go on. Second game, we got Liverpool, Fulham. I was going to do Leicester, but
I was about to say, yeah, you're not doing Leicester.
No, I think Leicester's season is curtailed. I'm going to add Everton into this week's mix. So Leicester, Brighton.
Oh, you said you're not going to do that.
Sorry. Liverpool, Fulham. Yeah.
That's not an easy one to predict, you know.
It's not. It really isn't.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool.
Really?
But it's not an easy one to predict, but I'm gonna go 2-0 Liverpool. Like normally, for a game like that, you would say like 4-0 or something like that. But I don't know. Fulham are playing a decent, hard football. Like they're not easy to beat. So, but I think it will be a 2-0 win for Liverpool.
I just feel Chelsea have made Liverpool look so bad at home. They've been outplaying them, man.
Oh right, I forgot this will be like. Hold on, would it be this fifth loss at home in a row? If Liverpool lose this one,
where did they win last week? Was that home or away?
It's away at Sheffield United.
This would be.
I'm sure it would be.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Carry on. I'll look for it. I made my prediction. Carry on. I'll look for it.
Look up. KA?
Yeah, it's a hard one. Like at one stage I thought maybe 1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I thought I can see Fulham nicking a goal. So I thought maybe 1-1, but I think I'm gonna stick with my original pick, go 1-0 Liverpool.
1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah.
If Jota comes in, he might ignite them.
He's come on for Liverpool against Chelsea, so he's getting minutes now.
Okay, just because Jota is gonna play, I'm gonna go 2-1 Liverpool. But
yeah, if they lose this, it'll be 4 games in a row they've lost.
4 in a row at home.
4 in a row at home, and it'll be 5 in 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1 just because Fulham put in a huge effort at Tottenham. I wouldn't be surprised if Fulham
Leicester. You said Leicester put in a good effort again.
Yeah, Fulham put in a good effort. I wouldn't be surprised if Fulham go and do something. I would not be surprised. Then the big one, Sunday, Man City United. Let's start TJ with this one.
7-0 Man City.
Is he gonna predict a Man United loss?
I'm predicting City to win 3-0.
Look, you know more than anyone, when his back's against the wall, you need a result. You know, he will put a rabbit out of a hat. Ole is your man.
There's no Pogba. There's probably no Tony. 3-0 Man City, bruv. They are going to piss all over us. And again, but then again, as we know, without Tony and Pogba, it'll still be their fault why we lost. But yeah, now I'm predicting 3-0 City. No, actually, tell a lie. Only because of how City have been playing recently with this 1-0 and then keeping the ball nonsense. I'm going to say 2-0.
2-0. You don't think United could score?
With what? Unless we win a penalty, who's scoring? Man, these guys can't even create chances, let alone score, bro.
Luke Shaw is playing. He's on fire.
He's the only one that's playing well. He's the only one that's playing well.
He's getting on the crosses. He's actually making inside runs.
No, he's playing well. He's the only one that's playing well.
KA?
He can create something. No, but in saying that, talking about Luke Shaw, I still think it's going to be 4-0. Yeah, I'm going for the big scoreline, 4-0.
Freaking hell, you're disrespecting Ole, man.
You deserve to be disrespected.
You're disrespected. I'm actually gonna go 1-0 Man City.
I think Pep's gonna make a statement. Is it who's? Oh, City are at home.
Yeah,
I think Pep will still want to make a statement. I think.
I think it's gonna be 1-0. I think United are gonna set up defensively. We're gonna play the magnificent. What do they call Fred and McTominay in the middle?
McFred,
yeah. They're gonna play McFred in the middle.
Fam, anytime United go defensive and play McFred, team score. So I don't understand how it's a defensive team.
Not in the big games. You guys are the champions of 0-0s. But I just think
you guys know how I feel about Fred, man. So don't come to me about that one.
So yeah, I go for 1-0 for this one. Tottenham Crystal Palace, interesting game.
How?
Man said how, blood.
Tottenham should win this easy.
Come on, they got Mourinho.
Palace, we just talked about Palace without Zaha. With Kane,
it doesn't matter. They have Mourinho.
Yeah, what? Oh, 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
Easy win.
I'm gonna go 3-0 Spurs.
3-0. You know, I never predict Spurs winning, so I'm going 1-1. I was right last time as well, so 1-1 for sure. Final game is it's a good one. Chelsea Everton.
Ooh. You go first, Truth.
You know what? Chelsea are looking too solid right now. Tuchel's got them. May not be playing good football, but you start from the back, you start from the base. He's doing it correctly, so I'm gonna predict 2-1 Chelsea. Yeah, 2-1 Chelsea. Okay.
It's another tricky one because, as we said, Everton are one of those Jekyll and Hyde teams. You just don't know what team is going to turn up. Calvert-Lewin hasn't scored in a couple of games. He's scored, but Richarlison's been playing well. Digne's been playing well. Sigurdsson's has the racking up those assists. So it's hard to kind of like to pick one.
Is Hamed still playing, by the way? I haven't seen him in a while.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's injured or not. I don't know because Ancelotti has come out and said he actually actively protects him in certain games. Like he doesn't start him because he knows that he will get roughed up by like the lower league teams that just like take him out of like in the games. So I don't know if he's injured or if he's just protecting him. I don't know.
I think he's injured. He's not even on the bench. I haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, he must be injured. Yeah.
But just for my prediction, I'm gonna go. I think Chelsea will win, but I don't know if Everton can score. That's the only thing. So I don't know whether it's gonna be. I think I'm gonna go 1-0 Chelsea.
1-0. CJ.
Yeah, 1-0 Chelsea.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
1-1. That's it. So five fixtures. Yeah.
Those are our predictions, guys. Come and give me some of that good love in. Try and get me my first.
I honestly think I am. I don't see, your results are a bit iffy to
Stop
me.
the truth from his fraudulent activity, bruv. Truth is carrying on like Harry Maguire and Ole right now with these
Unbeaten
predictions
like United.
Unbeaten like United away from home, but I think we've only won like 4 of those games, bro. Absolutely criminal. But yes, people, that is it from us. Another week gone down. I want to say thank you to... Actually, before I say thank you to them lot, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know, are you Ollie in or Ollie out? If you're Ollie in, suck your mum. Let us know who you think's going to finish in the top 4.
I had some guy flipping commenting on me about the Leicester thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yo, I was correct.
Bro, he looked like he was 10 years old, bro.
And like, he's trying to come at me. I was like, you know what? I'm happy for it. Thanks for your comments. I'll try to get your name for next time. Let us know what Leicester predicting. Just as a little short note, I predict you guys are going to lose this weekend if you are a Leicester fan. So, 1-0 Brighton. So that's just for you.
Oh my days, bro. Please send them for people in the comments. But people, don't let that
Leicester fan base, bro.
Don't let that discourage you, people. Make sure you keep commenting on the videos. Let us know what you think. We always want to know. We love the interaction. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe as well. Get the subscriptions up. Get it up. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Get it circulating. Get it around there. We're getting a lot more coverage now. We're enjoying it a lot more now as well. It's a lot more structured as well. That's what we're looking for. And it's going to get better and better all the time. Got NBA coming up. We're going to do a mid-season review and look ahead to the All-Star game. Obviously, as you know, we got UFC 259, the review to come. A certain skinny, puffy left tick guy has been chatting shit about the GOAT, John Jones. So we need to get into that. And obviously, next week, we've got another one of the Premier League review/preview, guys. And that will be the North London Derby special. And we will have a special guest to join myself, Truth, and Mr. KA. But I want to say thank you to my guys, as usual, for taking the time out. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
It's a pleasure, man.
Peace.
But yes, people, that is it from us. Make sure you stay safe, stay at home, keep having the will to live. And on a final note, as we say, Ollie out.